Have you ever wondered why some infants have unusually large heads, yet appear completely healthy otherwise? I am Dr. Saima Khan, and today I will be discussing a case of 6-month-old with frontal bossing, which is expressed as BESS, benign enlargement of subarachnoid spaces. Clinical concerns of the parents report progressive head enlargement since birth. No history of seizures or developmental delay was seen. Child is otherwise active and feeding well. On ultrasound, through interior fontanelle, we saw extra-axial fluid collection. This presented as anechoic fluid in the subarachnoid space around the brain parenchyma, measuring up to 9 millimeters in depth, suggesting widened subarachnoid spaces. Floating echogenic debris could indicate prior minor hemorrhage or inflammatory debris. Echogenic areas posterior to lateral ventricles were seen, measuring up to 6 millimeters. This was concerning for periventricular leukomalacia or old periventricular hemorrhage. Prominent gyri were seen, suggesting mild volume loss. The differential diagnosis in this case is benign enlargement of subarachnoid spaces, preventricular leukomalacia, especially if premature birth, perinatal hypoxia or low birth weight is seen. Echogenic foci may represent organizing clot or gliosis. Prominent gyri and extra fluid may be related to metabolic or neurodegenerative condition. What is the further investigation plan? Clinical correlation is done, neurodevelopmental milestones and head circumference tracking is advised. MRI brain is suggested for better definition of periventricular lesions to differentiate paraventricular leukomalacia, gliosis, calcifications or cysts. We should look for diffuse or focal white matter injury. Fundoscopy is advised to assess for signs of raised intracranial pressure. Repeat head ultrasound is suggested after every 2 to 3 months. Pediatric neurology referral is done, especially if developmental delay, abnormal tone or PVL or paraventricular leukomalacia is suspected. Key message in this case is benign extra-axial fluid is common, but periventricular echogenicity must not be overlooked. It can have long-term implications for neurodevelopment. MRI and follow-up are essential to guide prognosis and therapy. In a world where every millimeter on ultrasound matters, distinguishing between a benign finding and a life-threatening one is crucial. Benign enlargement of subarachnoid space reminds us that not all abnormalities are alarming. Some simply reflect the normal spectrum of development. If you found this case insightful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fascinating ultrasounds. Remember, a big head doesn't always mean big trouble. Sometimes it's just benign.